Hey folks, welcome back. Time for more Sea of Thieves action here. I'm going to try this Monkey Island. I've never played it before. Should be a good time. So before I get into all that, if you wouldn't mind taking a quick moment to like, share, subscribe, comment. I always appreciate those things. And I think this is probably going to be a bit loud here in the living room. Try turning that down a hair. As soon as I check stream health here, I'll go ahead and dive in. Wow, quite a delay today. Alright, we'll have to work with it. Good old coffee. Alright guys, with that I will go ahead and get myself out of the way. In a while, crocodile. So let's dive right in. I'm going to go ahead and do this Legend of Monkey. Now I've never actually stepped foot in here whatsoever. Never even turned it on. Ooh, if I have an option, I should probably do this without worrying about other players. So let's go ahead and do Safer Seas. Hopefully that'll kind of free me up a little bit to just focus on the mission. So I'm honestly, just kind of to be upfront on today's stream, I'm not sure how long I'm going to make it today. I don't know what the deal was, but I did not sleep well last night, so I'm just really not with it today. I'm going to try my best here. But if I feel like it's just not clicking, it might be a shorter stream. Alright, that's kind of weird. I'm starting here and not... Okay, vote on okay, so I guess we start that here. Haha, she writes it in the sand. Very cool. I never noticed that before. You're awesome. Okay, so there's... I'm assuming we go from left to right like we're reading a book. So I guess we'll try this one, because I know Melee whatever island...
Hey, don't touch that! Not unless you think you're tough enough to track down the man I'm hunting. Everything I know is in that logbook. I'd find him myself if I had the money to get back on the waves. But for now, I'm just another landlubber selling tours.
Ah, Captain Capsize. I see you've already settled in and started making friends.
I don't want friends. What I want is someone willing to drag that pirate pretender back to reality. Then he can have a long and meaningful conversation with the sole of my boot.
Which won't happen unless you take the time to explain our situation. A while ago, I invited a pirate named Guybrush Threepwood and his wife Elaine to celebrate their honeymoon here on the Sea of Thieves.
You mean a fraud named Guybrush Threepwood? Though I'd also accept liar, imposter, figurehead thief.
Guybrush accepted my invitation, but his ship never arrived. After a while, I began to fear the worst. So I began making inquiries in the Sea of the Damned.
And found me stuck there, sailing in circles in my old glass-bottomed boat. Something that looked like it anyway.
A memory of yours made real by the Sea of the Damned. In that realm, people and places from long ago can come back to haunt you, mingling with all the hopes and dreams in your heart. I fear that Guybrush has become trapped in memories of his own. Memories of a distant pirate sanctuary known as Melee Island. If he is not rescued, He will remain sealed in a dream world for all eternity, surrounded by fragments of his past. That is why I have asked Kate to recruit pirates who are both willing and able to broach the Sea of the Damned and save Guybrush.
And then everybody here will see what a pathetic dope he really is. It's a good plan. Think they can pull it off?
I believe they can.
What am I looking at here?
Kate learned of Guybrush's whereabouts, but was never able to reach him. You will be sailing into uncharted territory. On Melee Island, things may be very different from the Sea of Thieves you know.
Which is why you should take my logbook. But don't lose it. Once Threepwood has been rescued, I'm going to make him eat every last page.
You should keep an open mind, Kate. Out here, enemies can enter the same tavern and depart as friends.
When it comes to Guybrush Threepwood, I don't need an open mind. Only a closed fist. Well, don't just stand there. Sail through that archway and find Threepwood. The logbook I gave you has everything you need to know.
Alright, so I'm assuming they're going to give us, yep, the book, and that'll kind of tell us what to do. Hey guys, welcome, welcome. Yeah, doing well. Thanks for asking there, Link Mario. I hope you're doing well also. And who is that? Mary Stoller? I think I said that right, I hope. What am I playing this on? So this is actually on Xbox. I have not played this on Switch. Well, you said it's coming out into April. Okay, gotcha. I don't know about Switch 2. I haven't played it on any of the Nintendo stuff. But yeah, it runs quite well on Xbox. I haven't had it crash on me except for one time, but that was my internet dropping out. It wasn't the game's fault. So yeah, it's a beautiful game. It runs smooth. It's really well done. So yeah, I didn't want to interrupt the NPCs talking there. I'm going to try to pay a little bit of attention to that kind of stuff, because I noticed in one of the other Tall Tales I did, I kind of got stuck running around in circles. I didn't know what I was supposed to do, but they had kind of mentioned what you were supposed to do during some of that NPC dialogue. So I need to make sure I really focus in whenever NPCs are interacting with each other to, you know, hopefully catch all the instructions or clues as to what I'm supposed to do on this. No idea what I'm picking up here. I don't need those. I don't need the bananas. More bananas! Sometimes I get in a bad habit and I just start auto-spam collecting everything. Like that. Alright, this is good enough. We'll go ahead and set sail and get this done. I don't know if it'll let me fast travel there. Probably not. When I did the Captain Jack Sparrow thing, the very first one, yeah, see that beam of light over there? That's where we're heading. I don't need to worry about dousing lanterns, because, well, no players to worry about. Awesome. See if I can get away without busting into the dock like I normally do. There we go. Oh, that's pretty cool. I never noticed the eclipse before. Got the moon in front of the sun. Very cool. Oop. Figure out which way the wind is going and try to catch more sail here. Whoop, I went the wrong way, jeepers. We can figure this out. Yeah, it's going to be a long journey. The wind's just not working for us here. But wow, rough seas right now. Speaking of rough seas, guys, I've been playing this Valheim. And I'm really thinking I might do a couple of videos for it. Maybe a couple of streams. When I first started playing it, I played it on normal mode. And it felt like all I was really doing was running around farming, you know, just a lot of just mundane tasks. And I was like, well, this isn't going to be a very fun stream. But I played with the game settings a little bit and went more to a casual mode where you get more resources a lot more quickly. And you can kind of move the game along a little bit. So there's a part where you have to go into maritime operations, like build your Viking ship. That's scary, man. Like, here at least you know the waves aren't going to kill you unless you're in the middle of a storm. In that game, you're kind of worried the whole time. But yeah, I'm just having a lot of fun playing it. So, I don't know, I might, you know, I tried playing it with some family. And I was like, you know, I might be able to get into this one a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know if that's going to be next weekend. The only bad thing about it is they didn't really polish up the graphics in some aspects of the game. Some are, you know, some are quite beautiful and polished well. But like the character, it's quite pixelated. Just some other objects and world things are quite pixelated. So as far as like viewing pleasure, it's not going to be beautiful like Sea of Thieves. That's my only like apprehension to streaming that one. I hope they polish that up someday, because it would otherwise be a very beautiful game. Alright, so we're getting to this portal, guys, and I think I can move my sail a little bit better for the wind there. I'll draw that up just a little bit so that we can see what we're doing, I guess. Uh-oh. Yeah, so I did a little bit more research, like Mario, on that moderation and filtering and stuff. So anything with a link is going to be blocked, or I'm going to have to approve it like later on or something. I don't know. I read into that a little bit. I didn't,
Dear Diary, wow, what an incredible end to an amazing adventure. I outwitted the evil pirate LeChuck, crossed an avalanche, kinda, and lived to tell the tale. Even better, Elaine and I finally got married, and all of our friends were there too. I don't think we've ever been happier. Now all we have to do is set a course and begin our honeymoon, sailing on the Sea of Thieves. To get there, we have to pass through the Devil's Shroud. Elaine says it's no big deal so long as we follow the map, but I don't know. I miss seeing the stars.
So yeah, anyway, there's also like...
I had the nightmare again. I wake up in our cabin. Elaine is gone. And at the end of my bed, LeChuck is there, laughing at me. It's crazy, I know. I left him buried back on Monkey Island, but why does it feel so real? I can almost hear the laughter.
Okay, so yeah, the game kind of took over there. I couldn't even drive the ship anymore. It went to autopilot. So anyway, there's just some other things that might block it, like hashtags and some other things. So I just wanted to let you know that. I'm not doing that. That's just basic YouTube. So let's see. I think we finally found Monkey Island here. That was kind of foreboding in the opening scene there, with that reddened ship coming in.
I had a very different dream. I was back where it all began, on my quest to become a legendary pirate. Back at the start of my very first adventure.
Kind of hard to tell like how far away I am. There we go. I can see that much better now. Cool music. I don't know if I'm on autopilot right now. No, I think I just stalled out, so not autopilot. So I know nothing about Monkey Island. Apparently there was this whole thing from back in the day. A couple of folks have reached out on that now. I had no experience with it, never heard of it before. I just assumed it was a Sea of Thieves thing. But apparently it's something from like old school video game days. And they just... Oops, I'm gonna crash. They just put it into here, so I thought that was really cool. There we go, losing paint. It's okay, it's just clear coat. That'll buff out. Where's the hole in my ship? Luckily there was only one. Alright guys, again, never done this before, so let's play. We'll be figuring this one out as we go. And I should check my food stores. Not looking too good. Coconuts are at least slightly better than the nanners there. So let's see here. We got, looks like Bubba Gump Shrimp Factory. Oh, there's a bird over there. He's eating. He's happy. The shark was not happy. Oh yeah, we gotta read the book. Let's do that before I get too far into this. But first, what was that? Scumbar. Pieces of 8. Hey, that's right out of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. The 9 pieces of 8 or whatever, or the 8 pieces of 12 or whatever in the heck that was. Okay, hopefully I'm not jumping the gun here on quest stuff. Let's go ahead and open that book. Okay, so let's see, we got a map. Yeah, we saw the just married ship come in right in front of us. Long story short. Shipwreck! I've never done that before. Okay, so we've already done that, the archway. So we're up to page 9, I guess. And, okay, so this is the town we're at. I'm at the Scum Bar. Meet the pirate leaders here. Okay, so we got to go in the bar. I'm glad I read this first. General store useful stuff might help reach. Okay, I'm going to check that out too. Huh, jail is being renovated. So where do the prisoners go in the meantime? Do they go to a hotel? Okay, so it looks like we got a couple of vendors here. That's interesting. It says clock tower seems broken. There's probably something to that. So I'll go look and see what time it's on. Okay, let's see if I can figure my bearings out here. Clock tower should be this way. Wow, there's a lot here. Like, this is really well done. There's the clock tower. Save the clock tower! Save the clock tower! So let's see, that is 10. Could be AM, could be PM, but I'll remember that. 10 even, right on the button. Yeah, that's good stuff, Link Mario. I'm really I'm really happy you're enjoying those. I did put a lot of time into that, so really happy to see that that's bringing joy to somebody at least. Alright, just put my bookmark in on the chat screen there. So, let's see here. It said a vendor. This is where he got the map. 200 pieces of 8. Oh my goodness, I don't have that many. So let's examine all these.
A history book detailing the proud heritage of Melee Island and our beloved governor. Tells you... That's a cute stuffed toy modeled after the three-headed monkey of Monkey Island. Very popular with kids and animals, or so. Hey now, supplies of the Legend of Monkey Island figurine set are still limited. So there's a long waiting list, and your name is not even on it. Hands off.
Wow, that was rude.
Hey now, supplies of the Legend of Monkey Island figurine set are still limited. So there's a long waiting list, and your name is not even on it.
Okay, so same.
Hey, do you mind? I'm dealing with a professional crisis here, and I don't need to be interrupted by every passing pirate. Go visit the Scum Bar like everyone else.
Okay, so he's directing us to Scum Bar right now. I wanted to check that other store.
Wait just a second. By order of the governor, mischievous potions and all forms of mojo magic are now banned here on Melee Island. That means this shop is permanently closed for business. Get it? Now move along.
Well, that's a bummer. Good on you for being able to keep your clothes on your body, pal. Okay, wait a minute. I went under the clock tower. Or I have to go under the clock tower to get to that store, so that wasn't it. There we go. Shop. It even says it on the sign. Look at me go.
Ahoy there, fancy pants.
That sounds like a dude out of Skyrim.
Keep your hands off the display cases. I just polished them. Well, money's still money no matter what time it is. Besides, leaving your store unattended on an island full of pirates is usually considered a bad idea. You have no idea how many swords, shovels, and other nautical accessories I had go missing when I was out running my errands. Now, there was a time when I might have taken a moonlight stroll to go and see. Wait! That's nobody else's business. Well, all my wares are right here on display, save for the reserve stuff. Feel free to browse around, but don't touch anything. You don't suppose correctly. I deal in pieces of 8, just like everybody else here on Melee Island. And before you ask, no, I don't offer credit. Find me some silver or you'll be going home empty-handed. Nice try, but I don't think so. This is a general store, not a pawnbroker.
Okay, so I don't really have much of that 8 whatever. Funny, it's not telling me how much is in there.
That's a special order. Some kind of cook uniform for the scum bar. Probably just a big...
Okay, here's all the normal stuff. Not much else going on here. 70? We might need that. I'll make a mental note of that. I wish it was showing me somewhere like how much 8 I had. Those in the upper right, those are not it. Those are the regular stuffs. The Emporium money, the doubloons, and the gold. Kind of weird. Why wouldn't it tell you?
Keep your hands off the display.
Yeah, it was a good try. That's awesome.
That's the rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle. Ultimate Collector's Edition. It's modeled on the famous contraption used by the legend of Monkey Island. Sold out right now, though.
Alright, enough of this. Ooh, what's that? Not for us, I guess. Alright, so I've looked around a little bit. Right now I just kind of want to proceed the quest line before I get tangled up, you know, getting ahead. Oh, there's another Spectre.
I don't think so, stranger. This ain't Wally's Duff Map shop no more, and that means it's off limits to the likes of you. Gubernatorial guards only. And since I don't see no uniform, and you also look like you're alive, I'm thinking that means you ain't exactly a guard. So sing your hook.
Hey, Mike B, welcome, welcome. Good to see you today. Yeah, you caught me on one that I have no idea what I'm doing, so it should be fun. Yeah, the rubber chicken. That was quite a surprise there. Like, really? I love details like that in video games. Alright, so this is our scum bar. Oh, he's having a great time. I guess that's like pirate bull riding. And he's winning.
Ahoy there, stranger. New in town? That's the stupidest question I've ever heard. Why, this is the world-famous Melee Island, of course. Home to some of the filthiest rogues and rascals you'll ever cross paths with. Though if I were you, I'd not stray too far beyond the village. The weather's taken an awful turn tonight. A stranger could get lost in that pea soup. Oh, plenty of places to spend your pieces of 8. Though I'd wager most will be closed at this hour. Except maybe the general store. That old skinflint never sleeps. Then there's the old jail, the church. But if you ask me, there's nowhere better than this very pub. Why not sit for a spell and soak it all in? Well, I am a pirate, but alas, I am not a captain. Truth be told, I haven't been out on the waves for many a month. It all began when that LeChuck business forced us back to shore. Once he was the terror of the Caribbean, roaming the seas on his fearsome ghost ship until he was scuppered by the legend of Monkey Island. Oh, not what. Who? I'm talking about the most fearless felon to ever don a captain's hat and sail straight into the waiting maw of death itself. Guybrush Threepwood. Once we heard what had happened to LeChuck, most of us pirates chose to retire. There's no point trying to compete with the legend of Monkey Island.
TM. I love that. Details, guys. They put a lot into this questline, I can already tell. This one's probably going to go on a few days.
Our governor is none other than the legend of Monkey Island himself. He keeps this whole area prosperous for his fellow pirates. His mansion is on the other side of town, but pirates aren't as welcome around there as they used to be. Because the governor's a busy man, that's why. Caught up writing his memoirs. It's the most pre-ordered book ever published on Melee Island. Come to think of it, it's also the first book ever published on Melee Island. But that just makes it even more exciting. I'm buying 9 copies. You should talk to the important-looking pirates in the next room. If you're to stand any chance of seeing the governor, they can tell you where to go and what to do.
Bless me. Okay, so, looks like we're looking for the governor.
My name is Mancom Seepgood. What of who? Never heard of it. And I've sailed as far as Dinky Island, but Melee Island is a place to be nowadays, thanks to the governor. Now that you're here, you should relax and take a load off. Uh-oh, looks like my grog is going flat, so you'll have to excuse me. Maybe not on this sea of thieves you're so proud of, but in these parts, we prefer a beverage with a little extra kick to it. Kerosene, red dye, number 2. If you're brave enough to try some for yourself, we usually sneak ours out of the big barrel in the kitchen. You can join us in a toast to the legend of Monkey Island.
I wonder if that does something. I'll have to see if I can get some mystery grog. Okay, so that's quite an intro there. Make sure there's no other interaction type stuffs. Okay, we got... It's giving me the option to steal pieces of 8. Huh. Well, he's gonna see me do it. It only lets me do it from, like, the front. Oh, you can do it from all of them, I guess. Oh, there we go. Sweet. Ooh, clock tower key.
Hands off! That key's for official town business only.
Oh, man. I wonder if there's a trick to this, like maybe you have to go invisible or
Hands
something.
off. That key's for official town business only.
Try that again, and you'll be joining the devil for supper. Leave me be. I'm too thirsty for small talk.
Okay, so he's got nothing.
Where's that blasted cook? Me crew and I are parched drier in Boulder Beach.
He's got nothing.
Come to share a table with me? How about sharing some grog, eh?
Okay, he's also offering to share grog, so yeah, we might have to go get a cup of that stuff.
Aye. Aye. Aye.
He's one of these guys? Great.
Aye. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today. Sorry, but on some topics I just get carried away.
Okay, so, the important people in the other room is probably these guys.
Tremble, mortal, before the mighty skulls of scum.
It's been longer than a rat's tail since I last set me sockets on a would-be pirate. Though I could swear we've crossed paths before. But never mind all that. You'll be here to undertake the 3 trials, I'll wager.
The 3 trials!
Aye, that takes me back. I want to be a mighty pirate. Where do I collect my hat?
Well, if you're here to prove your worth to us, too bad. We're no longer in charge around here. Aye, and what would be the point? There's not a pirate wannabe alive who could hold a candle to the legend of Monkey Island.
No, please, not the speech again.
The mightiest pirate to ever weigh anchor!
Scourge of the Caribbean, terror of the Tri-Island territories, master of 1,000 insults.
A man who could hold his breath for 60 minutes.
Governor
Guy Rush
Threepwood. All that toasting of the governors made me thirsty.
Time for some more grog! Grog, 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 grog!
Yeah, I was like, who's talking? I don't know what to do. Okay, so yeah, we need to talk to them apparently, but first I want to try to find that... Ooh. I went through that a little fast. I didn't realize he was actually saying something there. Probation.
Card.
3 of Hearts. I bet if I find a card that's the 3 of Hearts, he'll give that bone up. Or whatever he's holding. Hey Dee Dee, welcome, welcome. Good to see y'all today. Yeah, happy Saturday indeed. This week went super fast for me. It was hard to believe it was even here already. I was like, whoa, it's the weekend. I need to stream. Alright, what do we got? That looks like the dude from One Piece.
Hey, you shouldn't be back here. Because it's the rules, that's why. Customers stay out front, where they can't mess everything up. Oh, right. Well, I guess you can look around. But don't touch anything. I'm trying to work on a signature dish.
He even sounds like the dude from One Piece.
I want something
fiery and hearty, tough yet tender, just like the legend of Monkey Island himself. Too bad I'm still missing one of the ingredients. Meat stew. When I can find the time to spice the meat, chop the veg, and add this special ingredient like I was told. Sure enough, the lady from the Mojo shop stopped by before the governor's guards closed her down with a box of root beer sprinkles. She told me to add them to the grog and anything I cooked to provide us all protection against insidious supernatural threats or something. Don't know why, but I hate to see good grub go to waste, and they don't taste half bad, so into the cooking pot with them. Can't help you there. I've just hired a new assistant, and they should be starting today. Assuming they show up for work. Don't know what the delay is all about, but I hope they remember to pick up their uniform from the general store. I've had it reserved all week. Of course it matters. Cooking's a messy business, and you need to look the part. I just hope they get here soon. I'm rushed off my feet as it is. As soon as they arrive, I'm going on my break. Yeah, in the barrel. But don't think you can just go helping yourself. It's the expensive, extra-strong Governor's Special Reserve. I got a batch of it in stock in case the legend of Monkey Island ever stops by for a drink. Think of all the tourists he'd attract. But you need a strong stomach for the stuff, or you'll be out cold before long. Anyway, forget about all that. And don't touch anything.
Kind of wondering if I need to go get a uniform.
Hey, don't touch that.
I thought maybe I'd be able to help him cook his dish or whatever. Huh.
Back again? You're persistent, I'll give you that. Decided to chance your luck with the governor's guards, eh? Well, you can't miss the place. Head up through town and through the archway below the clock tower to find a cliffside path that'll take you straight to the governor's doorstep.
Okay, that's how we get there apparently.
You might think so, but the fact of the matter is that the guards will turn you away unless you've got an official invitation. Now, I don't know where you'd go about acquiring such a thing, but there's one particular citizen whose specialty is finding what you need. You mean purveyors of tea, silks, that sort of thing? We don't allow them to operate here on Melee. The pirates gotta eat, though, so we do take in shipments of goods from other islands. One of them sank at the docks just the other day, in fact. Ha! What do I look like, a merchant? All I know is the governor keeps this place running just fine. We're never wanted for supplies. If you're peckish and low on funds, you could always find a fishing rod. See if you can't catch some supper that way. Each of us underwent the 3 trials way back when, and became mighty pirates, when it was still possible for mere mortals to succeed. But since you ask, I'll let you in on a little secret. The trick of being in charge is to make yourself look important. That's why we took the best table in the house for ourselves, and lined ourselves up here, all official-like. Well, there's no need to be like that about it. There's plenty of other pirates who wish they thought of it first. Ah, pay him no heed, or he'll talk your ear off all night. Claims to hail from somewhere called Sailor's Grave, wherever that may be. Only when he starts up with a shanty. I never heard such a tuneless, talentless assault against the performing arts. He claims it's the best he can do on account of lacking a full set of vocal cords. But if you ask me, he's just doing it for the attention.
Alright, so, yeah, I gotta go find the governor, apparently. Yeah, glad to hear you guys are enjoying it. I'm really having fun playing it, too, if I'm being honest. Let's see, you're asking, do you have any suggestions of games for Switch besides the Zelda and Hogwarts? Pretty much all the games on my channel right now are available on either Switch or Switch 2. I think both. So let's see here. I don't even know what all I've done now. Subnautica, that's a fun one. Wow, I'm having a brain fart right now. Skyrim is probably a good close second to like the Breath of the Wild style. It's a big open world, tons to explore. It's kind of like a Breath of the Wild on steroids. There's a lot more to it. It's more depth. It's also a little bit more mature. I think that one's rated 17 plus. But yeah, Skyrim is definitely a good bet. In fact, that's the game I played immediately after Breath of the Wild. And I was like, oh my goodness, I found another one. Like, I was just in awe with it. Gosh, what else is there? I've done Metroid Prime 4. I said Subnautica already. Yeah, just go to my channel, my homepage, and look at all the playlists. All those are different games that I've played for the... they're all available for Switch. So yeah, I hope that helps you out a little bit there. So I don't know, Link Mario. Those were pretty tough to make. It took quite a long time to edit those together, and I really haven't done edits in a while with blooper reels. So I'd like to, but I don't really have the material for it right now. Maybe down the road. We'll have to see how that goes. Alright, so, let's see here. It says go through town to the clock tower. What is this, I wonder? Fort wall, maybe? Looks like we got a pirate's idea of a Christmas tree. Okay, here's the guy that specializes in getting things that they need, I think.
But these items here, they're display models. Hey, it's not my fault these Legend of Monkey Island action figures are hot property. My latest shipment got sunk down at the docks just as it arrived. Oh, then you need an exclusive Legend of Monkey Island meet and greet ticket, one of which I just so happen to have. Only one in existence. But I can tell just by looking at you that you can't afford such a sought-after item. Maybe we can work out some kind of deal. Tell you what, if you can bring me my missing cargo, I'll not only give you the ticket free of charge, I'll be able to sell you some other mementos. Deal? Deal. Now, get going.
Okay, now we're cooking with grease. Quest book updated. Let's see what we're doing here. No refunds, no trades, no excuses. Okay, that doesn't really tell me what I have to do or where I need to do it. Maybe the general store, go back there.
Ahoy there, fancy pants. Keep your hands off the display cases. I just polished them.
There we go.
Oh, so you're the new cook for the Scum Bar. Nice job burning down that cargo ship. Well, the costume was never paid for, so if you still have a job to go to, you'll need to settle the bill. Now, you best hurry before somebody else makes me an offer. There's a chest over there you can use to change clothes. Free of charge for paying customers. What? Turn my back so you can pocket whatever's in my safe? Whew, you must think I was born yesterday.
Okay, so I'm assuming after we buy that, we'll have to come over here and equip it. I don't have it yet, clearly.
That's a special order. Some kind of cook uniform for the Scum Bar. Probably just a big apron and a silly hat, I expect, but I want rid of it. Are you buying?
Okay, I need the 8, so I guess I'm going looting for pieces of 8. Maybe it'll tell me how many I have now. I gotta be missing something here, like...
Ahoy there, fancy pet.
Okay, so this other dude mentioned something about getting his goods. Then there's this whole thing about a shipwreck and this manifest list. What do we got here? A frying pan. Well, it's pots and pans and stuff, so this might be the droid I'm looking for. Funny, I'm not getting any prompts there. I don't see any other crates laying around. I don't see any other loot, so to speak. But I do see a hook on that thing. So maybe we have to use the crane here. Aha! Well, that didn't go very far, did it? Oops. Needs to go to the right. I'm smelling what they're cooking. Oh wow, I cannot see what I'm doing though. I think I got lucky. Down as far as it'll go. Oh, it's already hooked. Sweet! I didn't have to do much work for that. If I had known it was that easy, this thing would be up already. Uh-oh. All good, Link Mario. Enjoy your dinner there. Noodles actually sound pretty good right about now. Okay, so I need to figure out how to get this up. Maybe there's a lever or something to throw to like hoist it. Angle, no. Or maybe you just have to swing it? That doesn't make any sense, though. Oh. I see. Very clever. One of the golden rules to this video game is sometimes the puzzles, the thing that you have to do is underwater. And that has saved me now a few times doing different dungeons or whatever in this game. Alright, so now I should be able to get this thing out of the water. There it is. Alright. Okay, then we can swing it over. God, I feel like I'm in kindergarten playing with, like, block puzzles right now. Trying to fit the star into the square hole. It doesn't work. Alright, now why did I do all this work? Tool required to open cargo crate. What? Okay, I'm calling bogus. In real life, if I had a shovel, I would absolutely get this crate open right now. That's all musical instruments. That's not going to help. It might be laying around here somewhere. Hey, more pieces of 8. Okay, it tells me how many I'm collecting when I pick it up, but I don't know where that running total is. Haha, very cool. Sweet. Tool required. I looked around underwater pretty thoroughly, but maybe I missed something. I might have to take a quick break here and Google this one so I'm not wasting a ton of time on stream, like running around in circles aimlessly. Not only that, I need to go water the horses. The coffee cup have runneth dry. And so has my mouth. So I can fix two things with 1 cup of coffee. Oh, I see. A lot of these have lids to open, so I bet I'm looking for, like, a crate that might be containing a tool. I thought, you know, maybe it would work. Okay, no other crates, though. This has got me a bit stumped at the moment. Alright, so yeah, it's break time. We'll go ahead and do a little dance. Because he's happy, the happiest pirate on Earth. The happiest pirate that ever was or will be. Mr. Happy. Alright guys, I will be right back. Yep, cup have definitely runneth dry. Alrighty. Dee Dee. The only true emergency was the coffee. Coffee is oxygen. But yes, the others are absolutely needed here. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to Google. So I'm looking for the tool. This is going to be a fun Google search. Where's my tool in Sea of Thieves? So let's see. Monkey Island tool for crate. And let's see what Google AI says. Journey to Milan. Retrieve the sunken crate. Yeah. Got the crane. Lifting it onto the dock. Open it with the claw hammer found in the jail to get the cargo. See, I never would have known to do that. Jeepers. Thank goodness for Google. Toodles. That kind of rhymed. Or at least it sounded like it was going to in my head before I said it. Alright, Mr. Whoops. Alright, Mr. Happy. Let's go find our hammer. Where does this go? Nowhere. Ah, but check this out. More pieces of 8, possibly? No. Nothing! Who put that there? So I guess I need to go around and do a little bit of thorough looting, because I'm finding like random pieces of 8 here and there. And there might be all 45 that we need to buy that uniform. So I do need to probably take a moment and be thorough while I'm going through town here. There we go. Speaking of the devils. Got 4 of them that time. I'm probably up to around 10 by now, maybe a little more. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I've been passing these up. So literally every crate needs to be opened. And now I think I'm seeing pieces of 8 everywhere. I'm like, there's some more! Nope. I'm picturing a nose ring right now. I don't know why. Garbage. A lot of food barrels. I hope that doesn't mean there's going to be a ton of combat coming up later and I'm going to be getting my butt handed to me. Okay, there's our vendor. Oh. I got excited there. Low moral fiber. Interesting.
I can't help it. There's just something about these guys that cracks me up. I that's very sad, actually. The governor's guard dogs get tormented by the guards, you see. They've lost all the fire in their little bellies. I bet if they scarfed down a hearty meal, they'd soon be back to their nasty old selves. Of course we do. My favorite is the old top-up trick. What you do, see, you wait for your shipmate to get distracted. Then you pour some grog from your tankard into theirs without them catching you. They'll be snoring before you know it. That's when you sneak away and leave them to foot the bill. I can't help it. There's just something about these guys that...
You lost? Well, then you come to the right pirates. We know pretty much everything that happens here on Melee Island. At this time of night, well, probably the only place with an open kitchen would be the Scum Bar. But good luck getting inside. The chef's a real stickler for the rules. If you're not the new assistant cook he's hired, you aren't getting anywhere near the cooking pot. Well, you could try begging a gunpowder gummy off of one of the governor's guards, but it might be the last thing you ever chew.
Gunpowder gummy.
Ah, up by the island lookout, no question. There's a pathway that leads to him just outside of the village. If the weather weren't so strange lately, you'd be able to see all the way across the island. Not much reason to head up there, though, unless you're planning to swindle a few pieces of 8 out of the lookout.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely go up there for more of that. Good tip.
Yeah, then you're in luck. A ship full of valuables went down in the harbor here not so long ago. Of course, even if you could find a way to raise its cargo up out of the water, you'd need the proper tools to crack it open.
Here we go.
Some parts of the town are still being renovated. Who knows? Maybe you can swipe what you need.
That's where the jail comes in.
Let me guess. Another pirate wannabe looking for easy answers. Well, let me tell you something. We love pirate wannabes looking for easy answers. I highly doubt it. The governor hired a man to wind the mechanism, but most days he falls asleep in the Scum Bar and forgets. He's going to lose the clock tower key one of these days, and then, well, I suppose not much will actually change around here. It's always grog o'clock. Ah, night owl, eh? Well, the general store's a little ways down the high street, but the storekeeper charges a pretty penny for his wares. Well then, here's a little tip from me to you. Pirates can't help but squirrel away their spare change. It's sort of what you might call one of those compulsive reflexes. You should check all the crates and barrels you find. You never know when you'll stumble upon someone else's pieces of 8.
Okay, so that's just informational, apparently.
Of course we are! Salty old pirates through and through. But on Melee Island, that's to be expected. Most folks don't bat an eyelid at day-to-day skullduggery and the occasional keel hauling. Now, the really rotten apples, they get taken to the town jail. That old place has seen better days, though. I'm amazed the walls haven't collapsed. They say the governor hired someone to fix up the place. Last time I saw him, he was having an argument with the guards. Some kind of pay dispute. They didn't want to. Eventually, they dragged him away and there was a ruckus. Lots of screaming and falling and such like. The poor sap never even got to pack away his tools.
That's interesting. Okay, where's this jail at? Ouch. Just before we leave town on the right. Got it. That looks legit. Something small could fit inside. Score. Ooh, 5 that time. Well, there's the claw hammer. Awesome. Now, where does that go in my inventory? Nowhere, I guess. Just gotta carry the thing. Okay, noted.
Are you a visitor? It's been so long since I've had anyone but Captain Coco to talk to. Oh, there was a little misunderstanding after I came back from Monkey Island. I came in a little too fast and smashed up the jetty pretty bad. But it wasn't my fault! You ever try to sail a galleon crewed entirely by monkeys? They emptied out my bananas, ran off, and left me to take the blame. Sure have. But it's okay. I'm good friends with the legend of Monkey Island. I was even on his crew once. I'm sure he'll be along to let me out, just as soon as he's finished his important, you know, governor stuff. Yep, anytime now. And it's not like I'm alone this time. Captain Coco and I keep one another company. If he didn't have me to talk to, he'd have lost his mind by now. Where? Oh, no. That's Captain Coco. He was my first mate on our journey back from Monkey Island. Say hello, Captain Coco.
Hello.
Surprised his name isn't Wilson.
Oh, it's simple. Captain Coco and I met back when I was stranded. Our monkey crew didn't trust me back then, so he was my only friend.
And we've been inseparable ever since.
Hey! I don't know how it is where you come from, but eating your shipmates is not okay. I'd sooner go back to snacking on rats. That would be great! But I don't know how you would. The sheriff has all the keys, and I haven't seen him since the governor's guards moved in.
I don't know, Otis. Those locks look pretty rusty. I bet you could blow them wide open.
That is a great idea! Captain Coco, you are a certified genius!
Oh, shucks. You say the nicest things. Good luck.
Okay, it says something small can fit in there, so it's probably not going to be the hammer, but I'll try it anyway. Nothing's happening. I can't even swing it. Whoop. Must not be meant to go back there. Whoops. Alright, let's go get this crate open. See what we got cooking on that end of things. Ooh, more crates. Hold that thought. I think I already checked all these. Yep. Moving on. Moving on. Well, the coffee isn't even helping today. It might be a nap Saturday. 20 minutes, no more, no less. If my nap isn't at least 20 minutes, it's not enough. If I go too much past that, I feel even worse somehow. It's crazy. I know, guys, the anticipation, the suspense is killing us, but I had to grab my coffee real quick. But I know, we all want to know what's in the crate. Yep, we do. I think I bumped my computer somehow. What have I done? I think my couch shifted. I'm trying to do this without spilling my coffee. Moving furniture with Level Up Royal. Yeah, it's better. I know, guys, the crate. Ooh. Ah. Okay, so we need to take this back to that vendor. Booty Island Antiques. Interesting. So there's an antique booty in here.
Hey, that's my cargo. I thought it'd be fish food by now. Looks like I'm back in business. This meet and greet ticket will get you an audience with the legend of Monkey Island. Only one in existence, but I'd say you've earned it.
Alright, sweet. Okay, so we just hit a checkpoint. Nice. Okay, and not knowing what I'm doing here. I don't know how long or how, difficult it's going to be to get to the next checkpoint. I mean, I'm an hour and 20 minutes in right now, and I think that's the first time I've seen a checkpoint hit. So I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and pause for right now. But before I actually cut stream, I do want to do a little bit more exploring. See if I can't find more pieces of 8. I don't know if that'll save, for the next time I log in. I guess we'll find that out. Yeah, I just kind of want to take a quick look around. Get my bearings here so that next time when I log in tomorrow, I will have a better clue as to like where I'm going, where things are at, etc. So yeah, guys, I don't know. That Valheim, I'm really thinking about it. Like, I played it on a whim with some family, but it turned out to be a really fun game. So as far as streaming goes, though, and the viewing, I don't know if it's going to be as fun as, say, like watching this game. So I think what I'll do for that one is maybe later today, maybe after my nap and I have like 10 more cups of coffee here, maybe I'll get on Valheim for a little bit and just show it to you guys. That way we're not taking up, the Saturday and Sunday normal slots. You don't necessarily have to be there for the live. You can just watch it anytime. But this way you can at least see it and kind of get a feel for what kind of game it would be, because I would like a little bit of feedback on that. Again, I'm really on the fence. I'm having fun playing it. I just don't know how fun it's going to be to watch it. So let's see here. I think this is the lookout they were talking about. Let's go to the lookout. Ooh, pretty flowers. Just a pathway. Probably not supposed to go off path, but let's try. Anytime there's something like this in a video game, it always makes me wonder, like, why is this here? And in this case, the answer is no reason. But it's always worth investigating, because you never know. Sometimes you find some really amazing stuff. Kind of funny, I haven't seen a single crate or anything just yet. Wow, with all this land space, you'd think there'd be something hidden up here. Whoa! We are up there. I feel like I'm scaling a mountain. I know I said it a long time ago. I need to learn how to properly yodel. Yodel, yodel. I wonder how you spell all that. Y-O-D-L-E-D-L-E-D-L-E-D-L-E-A? That sounds legit. I feel like I missed an L in there somewhere. Unstable connection? What? What is happening? Ooh.
Hey, get your sticky
Aw,
fingers
man.
off my money. Don't think I don't see you. Yikes! Don't sneak up on me like that. My job, that's what. I'm the official lookout of Melee Island, appointed by Governor Squinky Thriftweed himself. It's my job to keep an eye out for storms, incoming ships, and so on, and report them directly to the governor. Well, usually his guards nowadays. Your ship. No offense, but that's barely a rowboat compared to the sort of ships made famous by the legend of Monkey Island. The Sea Monkey. Well, now, that was a ship worth talking about. A fearless crew, a gallant captain, and the largest cereal supply you've ever seen.
Okay, that might be something there.
I don't so much care for chatting with the folks in town. Most of them just sit around telling tales about the legend of Monkey Island. I'd just as soon tend them a fire and stay out of trouble. But if you're looking for excitement, you should stop by the Scum Bar if you haven't. Here's a little free advice, though, chum. Stay out of the way of the governor's guards. No, I know they may seem harmless, but... Nope, I don't trust them. Not one bit.
Yeah, they keep referencing the governor's guard, so I feel like there's going to be some to-dos with that.
You what? A ship, you say? Ooh, this could be serious.
The lookout wasn't looking out. It's okay, I got your back, brother.
Now, are you sure you saw a ship out there?
Oh, I see. Haha. Took me a second to figure that one out. I got 12 that time. Okay. That was decent. So I think we're good. I don't know why, but I always feel like I have to ring the bells in this game. 'Cause they're there, you know? It's like, if it itches, you gotta scratch it. And this looks like another pathway going down the other side now. That's interesting. Ooh, and it's like foggy. Whoa, it's like really foggy. Oh, apparently you don't go that way. Okay. Noted. I don't know if I've got the pieces of 8 I need yet for that uniform, but I feel like that's like the next little tasker. Collect the 45 we need for that uniform, go deal with the chef and figure all that out. Maybe get that thing out of the dog. But I also have this ticket to go to the governor, so I'm kind of at a crossroads here. Maybe what I'll do is offline here, I'll Google a little bit ahead and like kind of have an idea what I need to do. And then maybe tomorrow it'll be a little bit more streamlined. So yeah, guys, I know it's a little bit shorter today, about an hour and a half. Not terribly short. I actually made it a little longer than I thought I would, to be honest. When I woke up today, I was like, I don't know if I can stream. Like, I was really in the fog. Try Yodelay. Yodelay. Okay, yeah, I got you now. Thanks, Link Mario. Thanks for saving me there. Good stuff. Yodelay. I still don't feel like that's exactly right, but, you know, I'll work on it. So yeah, pieces of 8. We're going to be going on a scavenger hunt. Kind of funny, I didn't see a bunch of stuff underwater. Oh, just as I get done saying that. There's Patrick from SpongeBob. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and call this one good. Ricola. Good one, Dee. Yep, those commercials used to make me laugh. That dude would have like that big long horn thing. I used to call it, he's smoking the peace pipe. But that's not what that was. That's a no for the other question. Alright, guys. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call this one. Thank you all so much for hanging out today. Definitely appreciated having you all. Hopefully I'll be a little more awakened with it tomorrow and have a better idea what I'm doing here on this quest line. Looks like a lot of fun, though. Like, there's a lot of details here. They have this great big island, this big village. They put a lot into this, so I can imagine this is going to be a really fun quest line, this Monkey Island. So, folks, just one more time, if you wouldn't mind taking a quick moment to like, share, subscribe, comments. I'm so tired. If you wouldn't mind taking a quick moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment, I always appreciate reading those in comments after the video post. So please keep them coming. Please share your thoughts. Definitely appreciate that. Yep, absolutely, guys. That's funny, Link Mario. I'm subscribed to your channel, but I did not see a notification, so I'll have to go check that out. TTAFN. I'm not sure I know what that means there, might be. TTFN. I feel like I should know this. Something for now. Toodles for now? Time for Toodles for now? It's about the best I could come up with at short notice. I might have to Google that later. Ta-ta for now. Oh, I should have had that. I was so close. Alright, guys, again, thank y'all so much. It was a lot of fun. Appreciate y'all hanging out today. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.